Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Saratoga Oval Pendant. This is the 134070. So a lot of details. Let's dive into this. A couple things to begin with. Why don't we talk about size of it to begin with? And that's going to be independent of the chain that's coming down from the canopy. 21.3 inches tall, 46 inches long, so it's a good size. You'll notice a lot of Hubbardton Forge fixtures are like 42 to 46, which is really a size to go over a dining table. That would be like 72, 84, someplace in there. So you notice there's a lot of dining tables in America are that size. So most of our fixtures are that size as well. Little detail there. With 17.8 inches, and that's going to be really the depth of it. So you've got really 46 by 17.8. And let's get into canopy up in the ceiling, 5.5 inches by 24.5. It's going to be a center mount in the middle of that canopy. Your 4-inch J-box is going to go over that. Actually, your canopy is going to go over this. How to show you more details about that is we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on this side. Under those pull-down menus, scroll down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It is going to show you a lot of great information that you're not going to be able to see in this video or online anywhere else, but in there you'll be able to see a complete parts list. You're also going to be able to see inside of the canopy and how it's also, in addition to hanging from this, it's going to be attached to your ceiling. It is going to show you the setup of the bulbs down below, and you're going to have 4 sockets. So you're going to have them on their sides. You have one like this, one coming that way, and then another set on the other side. So you're going to be looking up at these. There's no diffuser on the bottom of this, so we'll talk about bulbs in just a little bit. Okay, so let's get into a couple quick things. This is actually going to ship with 20 feet of wire, which is a little more than normal. We usually ship with 15 feet of wire. 3 feet of chain. If you need more chain, contact us. That would be a very good thing to do. And I can tell you the cost of the chain. We do it all the time, not a big deal. This is slope ceiling adaptable, 45 degrees, because it's chain hung. Very easy. If you are going to do that on a slope ceiling, again, contact me and I can kind of give you details about how that all sets up as well. Okay, beyond that, let's get into a little more detail on this. Okay, so it's going to be using 4 porcelain sockets. They're medium base, which are the larger ones that we all grew up with. A19 is the size of the light bulb, and that again is a size that generally we all grew up with. It's this size, okay? You're going to have 4 of these. Each of them can be 100 watts if you want. That would be 400 watts of light with incandescent. And anytime they limit you to a 100 watt bulb or 60 or whatever, it's because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. When you get into LEDs, the only thing that's really going to stop you is the bulb getting into the fixture itself. This is an A20. I don't know if this is going to fit in there. It might. But you can find these A19s and LEDs up to 150 watt equivalents, which would be a tremendous amount of light if you wanted to go there. You can also find different types. So you've got the phosphorus ones that are clear, kind of like the Edison look. You have these kind, and there's different versions of this opaque. This is plastic, but they come in glass as well. So it's really up to you what you get. I would probably pick up 75 watt, 60 or 75 watt equivalents. It's a dimmable fixture. You're going to tell your installer that you're going to be using LEDs and they need to put a dimmer that can accommodate LEDs. The other thing is when you are buying your LEDs, I always talk about the color of the light coming out of the LEDs. So the lights above me, this is 3000 Kelvin, which is considered warm white, and I kind of tend to like that. It also, when the light's coming through the shade, it's a nice warm glow. What they call daylight out in the world is actually blue light, and that's that like hospital light. You know, if you're ever going to one of those places or schools, that kind of thing. That's like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin. That's super blue and very white. Versus this, which is 3,000 Kelvin. It's really up to you guys what you get. There's no right or wrong on that. Okay. So, but your limit again, you're going to have 4 of these. You can play around. Bulbs are so cheap, it's not a big deal just to get some and see how they all work out. Let's get into a couple other quick little details. Finish on this is actually going to be different than other Hubbardton Forge fixtures, which give you a big laundry list of finishes you can do on a pull-down menu. You're going to be limited to 2 plated finishes, antique brass and polished nickel on this one. And then on your leather, you're going to have 3 different choices. You're going to have British brown, you're going to have chestnut, and you're going to have black. The other thing is on the shade samples, always, you'll notice on every page of the site there's going to be a place where you can check little boxes and request samples of the lampshades. The pull-down menu is going to show you what the shade for this fixture is available in, and when you do order samples, just make sure you just kind of pick from that pull-down list on that form, and we can get samples right out to you. So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.